As spectacular as the Gadget Man house undoubtedly is, inside there lurks a shamefully undecorated room that I plan to make over using a bevy of labour-saving gadgets. But that's not all. I'm hosting a tea party here and will transform this nothingness into somethingness before my guests' very eyes. My guests are about to descend, and I haven't even chosen the colour for my signature wall. You can imagine the level of stress I'm experiencing. Luckily, I have the Nodon Chroma. This gadget has a scanner, it connects to your smartphone, and you can choose colours from the real world, like this, and convert it into digital colour, like that. And then I just need to transfer the information from here to the Xmart paint dispenser. Hit it. Xmart has 16 cylinders, each filled with a base colour. By mixing these in different combinations, it can literally produce an infinite number of paint colours. I need just one, which is just as well because my guests have sloped up. Charlie Luxton is already privy to my heart's dear desire to have gadgets do all DIY. Andy.
Nice to meet you,
Anna. But for Handy Andy and Anna Ryder Richardson, veterans of the 90s TV makeover circuit, my futuristic thoughts could very well blow their heads inside out. I am going to decorate a room merely with gadgets. Don't drift off already, Andy. It's going to be a long day.
I'm excited by the thought.
OK, all right. Well, do you want to come in? You're even more comely in the flesh.
Mate,
Never had that before.
no, I haven't.
Right, this is the room I'm decorating. Gather in. Andy, I sense rapport building between us. I want to paint this wall.
Yeah.
How would you do that?
Roller and brush, I suppose, isn't it?
You sicken me. Behold my Fanuc. Engage the robot arm. This robotic Goliath, otherwise known as the Fanuc M10 AI, was made in Japan and plies its trade in car assembly plants around the world.
See, look, that's 3 coats now, so that's quite good.
I've had it fitted with this paint spraying gun, and, for today only, it's here at Gadget Man Towers helping me paint my feature wall. And this literally is watching paint dry.
It's better than watching paint dry.
It is.
There's a huge robot spraying a wall. I mean, what's not to like?
It's very even, though, isn't it? You think of all the people we've seen rolling in the past, and you've got a patch here and a patch there. And...
I can see the concept of it, yeah, but it's the setting it up time and all that involved.
Andy, you're breaking my heart.
Why, darling? Why's that?
It's just, you're just so anti-Fanuc.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I was anti, did I?
All right.
I said I can see the concept of it.
OK, we can
Which
all
is
see the
good.
concept,
OK.
but do you like it?
It might grow on me.
You may be poo-pooing my Fanuc, but it has painted a large area of wall in a very quick time. And I've not had to do a thing. While my robot finishes up unsupervised, I've got some other machines on the go, printing my tea party knickknacks to order. These are 3D printers. They're printing items for the tea party
No.
that are printing
quite cool, aren't they?
designs.
Have you seen that before?
Yeah,
Have you?
but not as much. I feel like I'm in the
I never
future.
have.
This feels like the
Yes.
future.
The Cube can make a 2-dimensional design on a PC screen a 3D reality, creating objects up to 5.5 inches in size by printing layer upon layer of molten plastic. Andy, speak up.
Yeah, I think it's very, very clever, but the point to it is what?
The point to it is that one day in the future, after the dust settles, after the interstellar war, we will all be able to download cups of various designs from sites.
This is a complete revolution in the way that we make things. Up till now, we've heated, beaten and treated things.
Which
and
is
this,
lovely.
This is a completely new way of making. This is the future.
This
You
is-
genuinely show me something I'm really excited about.
Thank you,
No,
Charlie.
because you're going
Thank
to
you.
take
Thank you for the
away.
feedback.
You're on a computer going, what happened to big arms beating and sweating and brawn?
What I need is focus on gadgetry, rather than something that sounded like the end of Officer and a Gentleman. On that note, it's on to perhaps the most reviled of all home improvement jobs, wallpapering. For decades, scenes like this have been playing out in living rooms across the land.
All she has to do now is to stick it on the wall. What a mess.
Wallpapering by hand is near madness, and yet no one has been able to invent a gadget to do it for us. Until now. We once shared a dream about a machine that could wallpaper.
We discussed a wallpapering machine.
And a new world that we could build on its shoulders.
Wallpaper machine?
OK.
Yeah?
Right.
Do you want to see it in action?
I do want to see it in action.
All right.
That is a winner.
Yeah?
That is brilliant. Why has no one done that before?
It's very flat.
It's absolutely fantastic. I can't think why somebody has not invented that before.
Well, thank you. As they plan to retire on the proceeds of this ingenious invention, my engineering staff has asked me not to reveal its exact machinations. All I will say is that wallpaper is pulled through a bath of adhesive and then forced flat using a series of rollers. An inbuilt guillotine is the final touch.
How does it work then? What's involved in it?
It's at that point we part company, because my engineering staff will not reveal the secret until the patent is lodged. The wall is covered with paper, but before we can take tea, we must furnish, and furnish furiously. One of the greatest fears in organising a tea party is having to build your own furniture. But I don't have to do that because I have this. Look at this. It's one sheet, and I can make a chair from this. Have a look. The inventors of these flux chairs took their design inspiration from hooligan-proof football stadium seats. Made from a single sheet of plastic, they simply fold together and boom! The job is done with the minimum of effort.
Bending it the wrong way.
Which way should it go?
Bend it round.
Or at least, that's the theory. It's like having a class of children.
The back's coming.
Oi!
Just get it ready.
DIY people.
Lovely.
Do you want to see a table that moves on its own?
Yes, please.
OK, let's go. If you push there, straight through, there we go.
I love that.
That is good.
Yeah. Designed by Dutch visionary Walter Schublin, this ingenious table is one of only 8 that exist.
Why would you want a walking table? Why wouldn't you want a walking
Yeah, exactly.
Andy,
Take it for a little walk.
I'm detecting a dangerous seam of negativity. Using technology and the bare minimum of physical exertion, it has taken but hours to transform this room. And check it before you wreck it. A wall lined with magnetic wallpaper, so I can rearrange these pictures I love, however I like, without nail or screw. And I have this, any colour of elegant mood lighting I desire, controlled from my smartphone. But most impressively, I've printed out a complete dining set. So let's talk about the 3D printing. You witnessed some of it earlier. Look at all of these little objets
They're amazing.
made
They
by
are.
the 3D printer.
I mean, clearly you can choose to print a fake cupcake for what it's worth, but actually, you know, this technology is going to really transform our lives. Clearly it's at early stages, but the potential is endless. This stuff is going to change your life.
You're saying it could get even better than this tiny vase.
And this cupcake, yes, I think we will look back and scoff at this cupcake in 10 years' time.
Here we are, in a fully decorated room, all done by gadgets. What's your feeling, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, it's OK, yeah. It is quite nice.
It's quite nice. It's like getting blood out of a stone with you, isn't it?
To work hard on my baby.
Unbelievable. Anna, you're the design expert. What's your verdict?
I actually think it's inspiring, to be honest. For a few hours' work, and plus I didn't get my hands dirty. You know, it can only get better and better, really. It's a brilliant start.
You can learn a lot from this kind of positivity. OK, Charlie, what's your feeling?
I'm quite impressed. I mean, I remember you talking about the idea of the wallpapering machine, and the wallpaper machine happened, and it has wallpapered. And the robot painting machine has painted. So gadgets have kind of worked, haven't they?
Well, it feels that in the end it's going to be robots doing a lot of our work, Andy fighting the robots, you in favour of the robots, and perhaps you painting faces on those robots.
Where do you stand on this robot thing, then?
Well, I'll tell you where I stand.
Go on, go.
I've got a robot band. That's where I stand. And they're about to play us out of this.
OK.
They're there.